Red Devil fans, we are in Maumelle Charter tonight as we kick off the district tournament for senior high tonight. And it's going to be the boys in action first as they will take on the host school, Maumelle Charter. I'm Shane Martin, the man that calls all your Red Devil action. I'm joined with the Atkins Hall of Famer, Terrence Bobo and T. It's postseason time. There's nothing better.
That's right, Shane. We are courtside where we belong, and it is time to get underway.
Let's first of all, like you said, shout out to Maumelle Charter for making us a home right here, courtside, mid court. We can't miss any of the action.
No, Lord, no. I may even have to pull a stunt out of my old page and cover my microphone up and talk to them a little bit. I'm that close.
T, we're taking on the host school, Maumelle Charter, and we just played them Thursday night, and we fell 62 to 51. And in the first meeting this year at Atkins, we fell 51 to 49. It is a team that the senior boys can play with. They just got to minimize the turnovers.
That's right, Shane. Thursday night we were in a good position and we started turning the ball over. We had some unforced errors. We always talk about the unforced turnovers, and that's kind of it's been a kind of our trait here the last 6 or 7 ball games, and then we play really good here, really good there, really good here. I'd like to see our boys put 4 quarters together and see what they can do.
And for the seniors, I mean, this is your last shot.
It's right now. It's win or go home.
So the starting lineup's first, and we're going to go with Atkins first. It's going to be Zaire Clemens and Caden McDaniel, Lucas Sims, Jaden Martin, and the big man Carter Cheeks getting the start here tonight.
That's right.
T, we've seen it, like you said, so many times. If we do not turn the ball over, we're going to be in it by the fourth quarter.
That's right.
Now, the starting lineup's first for the Falcons here from Maumelle Charter. It's going to be Carter Davis. He is their point guard. He runs the show. And it's going to be Mason Corrigan along with Mason Michael Bust. That is one that we've got to watch.
Michael Bust Thursday night, Shane. He was lights out. Could not miss.
And also the man that's all over the floor is Bert Garrison.
Yeah, that's your favorite name to call out to.
And also starting will be number 13, Chris Jungbluth. That's the one you don't like to say.
Chris.
Chris.
But you got to be number 32 coming off the bench.
Dylan Ferguson. He has a baseline jump shot that is deadly.
In the first game, his 15-footer was crazy.
All right, we are ready for action here. It's going to be Mason Corrigan jumping against Zaire Clemens. And district tournament for the Red Devils is underway. The tip's going to be controlled by the Falcons. This is going to be Carter Davis coming across the timeline.
And I see we're starting off in the 2-3 zone, Shane.
And here's a turnover right off the bat. We're going to have a back court. Good. Let's have them have the turnover bug.
Do you think we could fast forward to fourth quarter with 5 seconds left having the possession here?
Here's Clements with it. Clements, and he loses it, but he gets it back, and now he's double teamed on the baseline. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Red Devils. Lucas Sims will inbounds. Gets it to Jaden Martin. Jaden back to Lucas. And T, it looks like Maumelle's in a man-to-man. By McDaniel. Clemens, we saw this Friday night, and there it is again. Three-pointer right off the bat.
And, Shane, we talked about it Friday. He doesn't take very many outside shots, so when you see Zaire shoot that, you're like, oh, my.
They get it inside to Jungbluth, but it's kicked back out. Here's Michael Bust with it to Garrison. Garrison's got a set three in the corner, and it's good. Bert Garrison can do about everything in the world for them.
Yes, he can, Shane.
Here's a kind of a soft press. They backed off.
They're trying to do the old jump and run there.
McDaniel, now he's going to get to the baseline, cut off. Gets it inside to Clemens. Clemens down to Jaden. Jaden kicks it out. Sims back to Clemens. Clemens drives. Runner is good. Zaire Clemens on the attack early.
And I see Coach Mack starting off an old 2-2-1 press here, Shane. Trying to see if we can get the Charters in a little rush.
And they break the press. Michael Buss comes down the sideline near us. They kick it over to Carter Davis. Carter Davis now in the corner, double team, and he steps out of bounds. That'll go over to the Red Devils.
So you got 3 possessions, 2 turnovers. I like it.
Those are good numbers. Here's the press again by the Falcons. Now they back off Sims. They tried to jump Sims, but he gets it across. Now McDaniel has it up top. McDaniel kicks it over to Sims. Sims being pressured by Jungbluth, and they get it back out to Jaden Martin. Jaden kicks it in the corner. Sims. Jumper is in and out. No good. Carter Cheek fights for it. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to go off the Falcons. Good hustle by Jaden Martin.
The only thing I got to say right there, Shane, is we got to get the ball off the left side of the floor. We got to get the defense moving. I know they're in a zone, in a man, but you still got to move it. You got to work both sides of the floor. We get constricted to one side of the floor, and it's tough.
Here's the inbounds, and they knock it away, and it's going to stay with the Red Devils. So it's going to be Lucas Sims inbounding. On the baseline, kicks it in to Clemens. Clemens at the top. Penetrates in the lane, goes up. Layup is, a little hard. Good drive. And jump ball called as McDaniel and Davis. That's an, that may be a sign right there. They're going to let them play underneath.
Well, I mean, it really wasn't a foul. It was just good old basketball play.
Clemens driving again, and his floater is good. Zaire comes out of the gate with 7. And there's going to be a foul on McDaniel. At the 5:21 mark here, the first foul of the game. Caden's first. Red Devils lead 7-3.
I'd like to see him beat the man to the spot and use the sideline, Shane. Stand out of bounds. He can't run out of bounds, so he has to go through you.
Here's Carter Davis, gets in the lane. His runner is good. Carter Davis with the bucket makes it 7-5. Now McDaniel gets by the press, and he gets all the way into the lane, dishes off the cheek, and it's blocked from behind by Carter Davis. That was a nice dish there by McDaniel. Here's Davis all the way. His runner is no good. Cheek with the board. Red Devils still lead 7-5. McDaniel tries to get it to Clemens. Sims comes up with the loose ball. Now there's a scramble on the floor, and it's going to be taken by Cooper Eubanks.
I don't understand why we try to dribble through 3 people, Shane.
For a 1-foot pass. Here's Jungbluth. Kicks it out. Davis. Now Eubanks. Davis will reset. Eubanks has it. Now Davis up top. Kicks it down the baseline. Garrison double team. And Cheek's going to come away with the steal. And it will be Red Devil ball there. 3:58 left here in the first. Red Devil still holding a 2-point lead. Sims breaks the press, gets it to Jaden Martin. Jaden gets in the lane and loses it. And here comes Carter Davis with it. And blocked by Sims. It'll stay with the Falcons.
There we go, Shane. We get 2 foot away from the basket. I want to pass it.
Bert Garrison gets in the lane. Runner is no good, and it's tipped by Jungbluff, and he will come down with it. Kicks it back up top to Carter Davis. Here's Eubanks with it. Davis now. Eubanks shot is no good, and there's a fight underneath for the board, and it'll go to the Red Devils. Blake Mars is going to check in now for Caden McDaniel.
No, he's in for Lucas.
No. Okay, look.
Or
Carter. Well, 3 of them went that way.
We'll get it right eventually.
Tell you, there's a time, there's a time to be unselfish, and there's a time to, hey, take the shot. Jaden Martin has it. Steps back 3 at the top is good. Jaden Martin. It's 10-5 Red Devils. Here's Corrigan. Gets it off to Carter Davis. Bert Garrison 3 at the wing is no good. Zaire fights for the board, comes away with it. And there's going to be a foul on Corrigan.
I'll tell you, I know we talk about it all the time, but if I'm 1 foot away from the basket, I ain't looking to pass it. I'm just saying.
Nobody going to have to write you a ticket to shoot, are they?
Not 1 foot from the basket, they're not.
Jaden Martin now gets it McDaniel. McDaniel's going to go baseline. Gets inside, bucket good. Nice drive by McDaniel. Hey, T, it's 12-5 here in the first. Red Devils lead by 7. And there's going to be a reach in as Davis broke the split to Red Devils. And they're going to call Blake Mars for the reach in.
Got to move our feet.
Carter Davis down the lane. Runner is good. Carter Davis is having success with that floater here in the first.
I think he's getting away with a little bit of a travel there, Shane.
Yeah. We're nearing the 2-minute mark here in the first. Red Devils lead. They've led the whole quarter, and there's a foul right there. And it's going to be the second team foul on Maumelle.
I believe it's going to be, oh, nope.
On Christian Jungbluff.
His first.
Here's the inbounds to Sims. Sims up top, Mars. Kicks it over to Jaden Martin. Jaden gets in the lane. And that's going to be a charge on Jaden Martin. So 1:53 left, and Martin picks up his first, third team foul. Red Devils still lead by 5, 12-7. First round of district tournament here in Maumelle. Red Devils taking on the host team, Maumelle Charter. This is the 5 versus the 8. Carter Davis dishes off inside. Oh, I thought Caton had a clean block there. They're going to call that one on
Jaden Martin.
Jaden. Second. It's going to be his second. 1:35 left here in the first. Garrison's free throw is no good. He'll get one more. Seth Cobb and Ben Kemp have checked into the game for the Red Devils. And Jaden Martin and Zaire is coming out here at the 1:35 mark. Bert's second free throw is good. (12-8). Red Devils still 4-point lead. And gets it across. Mars gets it Sims. Sims, McDaniel, 3 in the corner is going to be short. Rebounded by Davis. Here's Carter Davis now in the lane with it. His floater's no good. They're going to call a block. Boy, that was a late call right there.
It was, though, Shane. He slid underneath him. Good idea. We just got to get there a step quicker.
So that foul is going to be on Ben Kemp. 15 foul. First on Kemp, and that's going to put Carter Davis at the line. He's got 4 here in the first, and his free throw's no good. Is that the broadcaster's jinx when I told how many points he had?
No.
Okay.
Broadcaster's jinx is,
I know.
4 for 4.
His second one is good. So it's still Red Devils up by 3 as Zaire Clemens is checked back in. They get it into Clemens. Clemens is going to go all the way to go, and it's going to be swatted by Ferguson. And here comes the Falcons. Layup is no good. And Red Devils are trying to fight for it. Mars comes down with it. And we're under a minute left here in the first. Mars up top with it. Gets it over to Clemens. Clemens gets it back up top to Seth Cobb. Over to Mars. Mars back to Seth. And it'll stay with the Red Devils as it was knocked out of bounds with 19 seconds, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And Red Devils don't get the shot off. And it'll go over to the Falcons. "13 seconds left in the game. The first quarter game.
We'll take it right now.
Let's get out of here. Clock's winding down. 8-7, 7 seconds. 3 is good by Jungblood. And Mars will heave it. And that'll bring it in to the first quarter. And it's just like we started, 0-0. It's 12-12. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network and 99.3 The Eagle. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here in Maumelle as we get ready to start the second quarter of action. We're tied at 12 here. First round of the district tournament. It is the 5 seed Maumelle Charter, the host school, with the Red Devils being the number 8 seed. Winner will get Lamar tomorrow night. So Charter starts off with it, and here's Jungblood down to Ferguson. That baseline shot. We've seen that shot way too many times, Steve, and it's good.
That's his spot. We got to run him off of that spot.
Charter takes the lead, 14-12. Quickly down the floor is Clemens. He's in the corner with it. Jaden Martin pulls up. 3 is no good. It looked good from where we were, but it fell off. And Garrison's with it, and they got a run out. Jungblood. Layup is no good and tipped all the way back out. Carter Davis comes up with it, and they'll reset the offense. You get the guy to blow the layup, and you cannot pull the rebound down. And the hook shot by Ferguson's no good, and McDaniel comes down with it. Red Devils trail by 2. McDaniel, floater in the lane, is off the rim. Clemens comes away with the board. Mars kicks it out. McDaniel's now. McDaniel gets baseline, kicks it out, and that's a foul on Carter Davis. As he did the old forearm on Clemens.
That's going to be Davis's first 13 foul on the Falcons.
6:50 left here in the first half. It is Falcons 14, Red Devils 12. Red Devils will be inbound and underneath the goal. It's Blake Mars. will be doing the inbound. Cheek, Martin, Clemens, and Sims in the game. They get it in to Martin. Martin gets in the lane. His floater is good. Nice shot by Jaden Martin.
And that's a good attack right there. So, I tell you, we've not really forced any outside shots. We're trying to attack the basket, and we're shooting the outside shot when
Right.
it comes.
I thought we was going to catch one, too.
I would have shot it.
They get the press down. They break it. Ferguson's shot is no good. And Corrigan fighting for it. Gets it back out to Carter Davis. Red Devils, there's going to be a foul on Cheek. Red Devils have got to do a better job blocking out.
We hadn't done that all year, Shane. We just kind of stand around. We go to play volleyball. We like to tip it around a lot.
They're missing shots inside. We're not grabbing the board.
We're not getting in the right position.
This is Dylan Ferguson at the line. His free throw is good. T, we know he can hit baseline jumpers. Now he's having to face the goal. So 16 fouls on the Red Devils right now. Next one, Falcons will be in the 1-1. The second one by Ferguson is good. And it's a 2-point lead again now for and Coach McAnulty wants a timeout, saw a little trouble on the press. So with that, we'll take a 30-second break. Red Devils trail by 2. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network and 90. All right, Red Devil fans, back here at Maumelle Charter with 6 minutes left in the first half. Red Devils come across the timeline. This is Mars, gets down the lane. His runner is no good. It falls off the side of the rim, and it's going to be rebounded by Burt Garrison. Red Devils trail by 2, 16-14. And there's a knock out of bounds by Mars, and it'll stay with the Falcons. So, T, you're down by 2, and you have really minimized your turnovers here in the first half.
Start knocking on wood right now.
Michael Bust gets it over to Davis, and here's Garrison. Garrison drives all the way. Layup is good. So Burt Garrison with the bucket. Puts them up by 4. They get it to Cobb. Cobb gets it to Lucas. Lucas Sims. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Carter Cheek. Cheek gets it back out to Sims. Sims gets it back up to Martin. Now Blake Mars has it. Blake kicks it over to Sims. Sims now Jaden. Jaden Martin looking, needs help as he picked up his dribble already. Gets it back up top to Sims. Sims now to Jaden. Now to Blake. Back over to Jaden. Jaden, 3 at the top is good. Jaden Martin with his second 3 on the night.
And that's good ball movement right there. Very patient. We just methodically move the ball around. Eating up shot clock.
And there's a travel on Garrison as he drug his foot, just casually passing back and forth.
Well, the shot clock was running down. They were getting close to 10-second violation, Shane.
Cobb will come out, and Zaire comes back in. Red Devils trail by 1 with 4.5 left here in the first half. Sims thought about it, but he pulls it back. Blake kicks it back to Sims. Sims back up top to Zaire. Zaire going to the goal. Wow, I thought that he got sideways and away from him. They're going to call a charge on Zaire. I really thought he shifted his body good. But they're going to nail him with the charge. First foul. Burt gets it across to Carter Davis. Carter kicks it back up. Michael Bust lets it fly, and it's no good. And it's going to be fought for. It's going to be Red Devil ball. See, big thing right there. Michael Bust hadn't done anything yet.
And he was wide open right there. We'll take that.
Yeah. Zaire's going to get in trouble. Gets it off to Jaden. Now to Lucas. Lucas wide open three in the corner, short. Carter Cheek fighting for it. Oh, stepped out of bounds.
Carter was just using his grown man strength right there, Shane.
Caden McDaniel will come in, and Lucas Sims will come out. 3:51 left here in the first half. 18-17. Red Devils trail by 1. And the Falcons break the press. They've got numbers. Davis runs in the lane and no good. Now they kick it back out to Michael Bust. His three from his short jumper, I'm sorry. No good. Now we've got a scramble on the floor. And Carter Cheek tried to rip it away, and Davis comes away with it. And Davis is going to draw a foul.
And that foul is going to be on Caden McDaniel, Shane.
It's the 18th foul.
I guess they called it on Blake.
So Davis's first free throw is good. So that foul was on Blake Mars. And second one is no good, but you give up the Red Devils save it. They got a break right there. Ferguson missed the tip in. And here's Jaden Martin bringing it down. Gets it to Mars. Back to Jaden. Jaden's already hit 2 threes. Gets inside. And there's going to be a foul on the floor.
He's getting too deep there, Shane. He needs to pull up. He's trying to go through 3 guys. He gets the initial drive. That's perfect. Pull up, shoot your little 10-foot jumper, or dish it off to Carter right there on the block.
Mars is going to inbound underneath the goal. Gets a cheek back to Mars. His three-pointer's way short. And here comes Garrison out with it. Red Devils trail by 2. Here's Michael Bust in the corner, hits short. He gets his own rebound, follows the shot. It's short again. Red Devils are losing the battle on the boards on the defensive end. It's going to be Falcons ball here with 2:55 left here in the first half. Got to do a better job blocking out. Here's Burt Garrison with it on the wing. He's going to try to penetrate, gets in the lane. Runner is good.
Shane, he just threw that up right there. He was off the wrong foot and everything.
They get it to Caden. We got numbers. Caden goes down. Layup is good. Nice attack by Caden. Red Devils cut it to 2 with 2.5 left here in the first half. Here's Michael Bust now down to Ferguson. Ferguson lets the 3 fly, and it's way long. Nobody blocked out Carter Davis, and his putback is good. (23-19). Here comes Clemens with it. He goes to the rim, blocked out of bounds on Ferguson. It'll stay with the Red Devils.
Well, we're getting great pressure, and we're not sprinting back. That's why they're getting those backside rebounds.
2:03 left here in the first half. 23-19, Mars inbounds. Kicks it over to McDaniel. Now in the corner, Jaden. He's got a wide open 3, and it's no good, but we're going to have a foul.
It's going to be a moving screen on Ben Kemp.
So that's Kemp's second.
19th foul. With that being a player control foul, they are not shooting free throws.
Falcons get it across, leading by 4. Eubanks has it in the corner. Now he kicks it back up to Davis. Jungbluth has it over to Garrison in the corner. Garrison doesn't have anything, comes back up top. Carter Davis now. Eubanks. Baseline jumper is short. And instead of rebounding, Blake tried to tip it out. And blocked by Jaden Martin, but Garrison gets it back, and his shot is good. Here's Jaden now. Gets it to Blake. Over here to Lucas Sims. Jaden, three at the top, is in and out. No good. Caden with the offensive board. Kicks it out. Blake Mars, three is no good. As we're down under a minute now. Red Devils trail by 6. They get it over to Eubanks. Now down to Garrison. Garrison gets inside the lane. Runner is good. (27-19). We need a bucket here, T, to end this half. And there's a turnover as Mars' pass was a little bit high to Kemp. (27-19). Shot clock is off. 15 seconds left. And there's a steal by Sims. He's got numbers, but he's going to go all the way and draw the foul. And Sims is shaking up, but he will get up. He's trying to walk it off.
I think they may have bumped knees right there when they went to stop, Shane.
T, on that break, Mars ran too close to Sims. He didn't widen out, and Sims didn't have an option.
You are correct.
So we've got, they're going to call 2 shots. So Zaire,
yep. Zaire should be the one taking the shots. He come in for Lucas.
So 27-19 with 8 seconds left, and Zaire Clemens will be the free throw shooter for Lucas Sims. First one by Zaire is short. Zaire will get one more. Second one is good. Gets that one to go. 27-20. 5 seconds left. They get it down, and they throw it away with 1 second, 1.8 left on the clock. So the Red Devils will inbounds, and McDaniel gets it, lets it fly. Oh. So that's going to bring it in to the first half here in the first round of district. Red Devils trail by 7, 27-20. You are listening and watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network and 99.3 The Eagle. We are going to take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back. All right, Red Devil fans, we're back here at the half. Senior boys, first round of district here in Maumelle. They're taking on the host school, Maumelle Charter. And they trail by 27 to 20 here in the first half. And T wasn't really a turnover half. We minimized them compared to what's been going on over the past few weeks.
Oh, that's true. I mean, by this time, I could have, bought 7 double cheeseburgers at McDonald's with all the turnovers we've had.
But the story here in the first half is our defensive rebounding has been atrocious down here.
Oh, it's bad. I mean, it's as bad as I've ever seen, Shane.
Because,
well, the thing is, like I said, we're getting great pressure on the press. I mean, they're getting down to 1 second before they have to get it across every time. They're getting a shot up, but our backside guy is not sprinting back to the paint and getting a body on somebody. He's just kind of, yeah, such and such will be there. We can't expect anybody to do anything for us. We got to make sure we do our job and get back.
TR scoring here in the first half for the Falcons. They are led by Carter Davis with 8, and then Bert Garrison has 12 here in the first half. So those two right there have 20 of the 27. The Red Devils are led by Zaire Clemens and Jaden Martin. Jaden has 8 in the first half, and Zaire Clemens has 8 in the first half. So,
and Jaden's hit a couple threes. I mean, like I said, Shane, we're not forcing outside shots. We're getting great looks at the basket. They're just not falling. We did a couple. I'd like to see us pull up and shoot the 10-foot jump shot on the drive. We're getting to the wing. We're beating them to the spot, and then we're trying to force it. Now, we're not forcing it like we have been, where we just go in there out of control. We're just trying to dribble between 3 people. Beat them to the spot, pull up, shoot the jumper. If they commit to you, you dish it off to your big man, get an easy layup.
Our senior girls are going to be in action. Their first action will be Wednesday night at 7 o'clock as their first action is the semifinals, and they will play the winner of Dover and CHC in that girls' game. So either way, the Lady Red Devils have fallen to both of those teams once this year, so they'll have their work cut out for them.
I tell you, you say we split with both. Yes, we just recently beat Dover last week. I would really like to play CAC so we can get our revenge on them from a couple weeks ago. Because we played our worst game of the year possible against them, and they come sneak one out at home. We always talk about you got to win your games at home. We wouldn't have had to worry about the Mayflower game if we went take care of business there. But hey, I'd like to get our revenge on them, play them again. They played a tough game here against Baptist Prep. It went down to the wire. So, they're going to have to play another one. That's the thing. You start getting into those teams that's coming out of the bottom of the cellar. They got to play night after night after night. Legs start to run into effect here, and it's one of those things of, can you handle playing 3 nights in a row to make it to the finals? Or is the fatigue going to become a factor?
And the winner of this boys' game that our boys are in right now, this 5-8 matchup, will get Lamar tomorrow night.
Which, we're in a good spot right here, Shane. We're down 7. That's in basketball, 7's like 1.
Yeah.
It's a lot of time left. And, we could take care of business here, get this win. We've already beaten Lamar once. Like we were outscored 27-4 in the third quarter and come back and win by 14. So, I mean,
But you got to get this one.
You got to take care of business here. Hey, it's just like I said Friday night at Mayflower. You got to win the third quarter. If we can win the third quarter, I like our chances in the fourth.
Next week, the senior girls have already punched their ticket to the regional. Their games here Wednesday and going into Thursday, if they win, is all about improving that seeding going over to Rosebud.
That's right. And right now we come into the district as a 2 seed. You win Wednesday night, you're going to finish no less than 2. You'll be 1 or 2. If you were to lose Wednesday, there's no way you can be the 4 unless Lamar were to get upset.
Right.
And then you would be the 4. But, theoretically, there's no way you can be less than 3. Lamar's a tough out.
Right. All right, Red Devil fans, we are ready for second half action here in the opening round of the district tournament. And Folks, can't say enough about Maumelle Charter. This is a wonderful gym. It's very spacious. They have set us up, and I mean, we couldn't be set up any better.
That's right.
So
right here on the floor.
we give a big shout out here to Maumelle for taking care of us. So it will be Mars coming across the timeline. It's Mars, Clemens, Jaden Martin. Jaden's going to let the three fly off the bat. It's no good. Carter Cheek and Caden McDaniel round out the starting five. And it's going to be the starting five for the Falcons. Carter Davis along with Michael Bust, Corrigan, Jungbluth, and Garrison.
And we're in the man, Shane.
Here goes Garrison baseline cut off by Jaden Martin. Davis gets in the lane. He's done this all night. His runner is no good. Carter Cheek grabs this rebound, though. And there's a scramble. And now Jaden comes out with it. And there's a foul on Jungbluth.
You know, for us to win the third, we've got to capitalize on every possession, Shane. Every possession, we've got to capitalize.
And we've got to do a better job blocking out. Zaire has it up top. Kicks it out. James got a wide open three in the corner, and it's in and out. No good. Boy, that was a good look. Carter Cheek spotting, and he goes up, and he draws the foul. They're going to call a jump. Wow. But Carter Cheek was fighting underneath for that ball. So it will be Falcons' ball. Red Devils staying in the press. They get it to Corrigan. Corrigan gets it to Michael Bust on the side now. They break it, and they get it inside to Corrigan. Corrigan, he's cut off, and there's a steal by Blake Mars. Good defense by Mars, and he gets it down the floor quickly. Gets it over to Caden. Caden's three from the wing is no good. That's 3 3-pointers here that have looked good leaving, but just couldn't fall. And that's a wow. I was about to say charge, but they're going to call a block on Jaden.
It was close.
That's going to be Jaden Martin's third. And that's going to be 2 shots for Garrison. Garrison's first free throw is good. He'll get one more. 6:24 left here in the third. Red Devils trail by 8. And the next one's good. 29-20. His shot's kind of like a flat line drive.
Yeah, it's a little unorthodox there.
Here's McDaniel in the corner with it. Gets it down to Cheek. Layup good. Nice look right there as Cheek got wide open.
You know, that's what we were doing the last couple games, Shane. We get the drive in.
Quickly, the Falcons break the press. Here's Carter Davis. He's cut off at the free throw line. He gets it back out to Garrison. Here's Carter Davis now resetting the offense. They get it to Garrison. Garrison up to Corrigan. Now to Jungbluth. Gets it down. Garrison's wide open on the block. His reverse layup is good. (31-22). Jaden. It's going to stay with the Red Devils. As that was quick thinking by Jaden right there.
Don't try to go over.
Here's Blake Mars. Setting the offense. 5:20 left here in the third. First round of district here in Maumelle. Mars has it. Kicks it back. Jaden's got a three, and it's wide open, and it falls off the rim. They're going to call Cheek for a clear out.
Well, Shane, we've got 4 good looks at the basket.
We've had 4 really good threes attempts here. Not forced, wide open. Just can't get them to fall. Red Devils trail by 9 here, under 5 in the third. That's a flash, and it's a steal by Jaden. And he gets it to Blake. Blake gets down the sideline, Gets it out to Caden. Caden gets in the lane. And it's going to be a steal by the Falcons. And now we've got a scramble. And it's going to go over to the Falcons. As I looked over there, assistant coach Bill Lazard was saying it was ours.
He said it was not out of bounds.
He got animated over there. So, they've got somebody wide open. They did not help with Youngblood. But to give credit right there, Blake Mars fouled him right. He didn't get the shot up.
Blake didn't agree with the foul, but he fouled it.
He did.
Because he ain't got the bunnies to get up there and block it.
That's going to put Youngblood at the line. Chris Youngblood with 3 on the night. And the free throw's no good. He'll get one more. 4:29 left here in the third.
And that's Blake's third, team third.
Chris Youngblood will have one more, and it's good. 32-22. Red Devils trail by 10. They get it to Seth Cobb. Cobb travels with it. And it'll go over to the Falcons. Here's a baseball pass in the corner now to Michael Bust. His layup is good. And it's 34-22. Coach Mack wants a timeout with 4:10 left here in the third. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network and 99.3 The Eagle. Red Devil fans back here in Maumelle. First round of the district tournament. The 5 seed Maumelle taking on the Red Devils, the 8 seed, and the Red Devils trail by 12 here with 4:10 left in the third. And Red Devils coming across the timeline. Jaden breaks the press, gets it back to Mars. Jaden gets down, gets it to Cheek. Layup is good. That's good penetration by Jaden Martin.
And that's what we weren't doing in the first half. We weren't getting that dish off to Carter.
So that's 2 buckets here in the third for Carter Cheek. And Red Devils cut it to 10. Bert Garrison, no, that's Michael Bust, I'm sorry. He's got it in the corner. His 3 is no good. Rebounded by Mars. Boy, he brought that thing all the way down the ground. That's like the no-no of rebounding.
Especially when you're short.
I know it. Here's Jaden Martin with it. Jaden gets in the lane. Oh, you can't throw it that low to the big man, and there's a scramble on the floor for it. And we're going to have jump ball, and it'll be Red Devils. Do not give the big man a bounce pass at his ankles.
No, throw it at his face so he can see it.
I know Coach Van Hoos was probably rolled over in his grave on that pass. He had a lot of big man when he coached at Atkins, and he taught that, throw that ball up high.
That's almost as bad as bringing the ball to the ground on a rebound.
Here's Clemens to Sims. 3 minutes left here in the third. Red Devils trail by 10. Need a bucket, get it single digits, and could not get the shot off. And it'll go over to the Falcons. .254 left here in the third. Red Devils trail by 10. Here's Eubanks with it. Gets it inside. Ferguson, that baseline jumper is no good. Jungbluth with the follow is no good. And they're going to call a jump ball. It'll stay with the Falcons. Well, up to that point here in the second half, we had done a pretty good job on the defensive boards.
Well, we were outsized right there. We
Yeah.
had all the little guys in the game. Shane.
Right. Now Carter's back in. Shot is no good by Davis, and Jaden Martin comes down with it. Here's Caden. And that's going to be a foul on Carter Davis.
He gave the old stiff arm right there. I guess he watched Darren McFadden as a kid.
So the Red Devils will inbounds underneath. They get it up to Zaire Clemens on the wing with it. Zaire up top, Blake. Mars now over to Jaden Martin. Jaden drives. Baseline jumper is no good, but he'll go to the line. He should have been the act of shooting.
Well, that foul was on Chris, his third team foul. That will send Jaden to the line for 2.
Jaden Martin. First free throw is no good. This is the first we've seen of Noah Payton. He got a lot of action Thursday night here against us, but this is the first we've seen of him. Second one by Jaden is good. Jaden has 9 on the night, and the Red Devils have cut it to 9. And there's a turnover by the Falcons. Red Devils forced a turnover. So here's Mars. Got a little tongue twisted right there. Apologize. Here's Caden with it up top. McDaniel needs help. Gets it to Carter Cheek. Carter over to Jaden Martin. Jaden going to penetrate. Layup is no good. A little wild shot. And Carter Cheek had a headlock trying to get the ball. And
that's on Jaden, his 4th.
Oh, wow. I thought surely that's going to be on Carter. So, T, that's turnovers you got to capitalize on. Here's Carter Davis. Shot is no good. Jaden Martin with the board. Falcon. Here comes Caden. Caden all the way. Shot is no good, but he'll go to the line for 2. Almost had the good old and 1.
We just can't get it to fall this half.
This rim's got a lid on it. We've had really good looks. So Caden McDaniel, senior, at the line. 1:25 here, left here in the third. First free throw is no good. Caden will have one more. Second one is good. Gets it 1 out of 2. Red Devils cut it to 8. Minute and a half left here in the third. Here's Noah with it. Noah Payton. And there's a missed layup, and Jaden Martin clears it out to Blake Mars. Blake comes across the timeline. We're nearing the 1 minute mark. And there's a foul on Payton as he was pressuring Mars a little too much.
You got to get your hands off of it. I mean, you can establish position, but then you got to get it off. You just can't keep it on there.
They need to go to the school that Sanders, the point guard for Lamar, on the timing of getting your hands on and off. She does it better than anybody. Here's Zaire. Spin move layup is good. What a bucket there by Zaire Clemens. And there's a turnover, and the Red Devils will get it back and have a chance to cut it more into this lead. But we're going to have timeout now on the floor. With that, we'll take a break. Red Devils trail by 6. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network and 99.3. All right, Red Devil fans back here in Maumelle with 45 seconds left here in the third, and all of a sudden the Red Devils have cut into this lead. It was double digits, now it's 6, and the Red Devils will be inbounded underneath the goal right now after a forced turnover. Mars trying to get it in, gets it into McDaniel. McDaniel goes up, shot is good. So the Red Devils have cut this thing to 4. And here is Ferguson. Layup is no good. Jaden Martin gets the the defensive rebound. Here comes Mars. And there's a foul right there on Sullivan Bray. And it will be Red Devil ball here on the side.
That's the 16th foul on the Falcons, Shane. So we will be in the bonus the whole fourth quarter.
18 seconds left here in the third. Martin gets it in to Mars. Mars being pressured up top. Gets it to Zaire Clemens. Zaire. He's going to penetrate. No call as there was some contact right there. Clemens went down. And here we go to Peyton. And we're going to have a foul at the end of the quarter here on Caden McDaniel. And that's going to be 3 free throws, Steve. That's going to put Noah Payton at the line for 3 free throws with 0.3 left on the clock. His first free throw is no good. Payton's second free throw is no good. Boy, Charter could have really opened up a little bit more. And he gets 1 out of 3. 35-30. And Mars lets it fly. That's going to bring it into the third quarter. It's Maumelle 35, Red Devils 30. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on the ARD Sports Network at 99.3 The Eagle. Back in 30. Arkansas, Maumelle Charter High School District Tournament. Opening night, first round action. It's the 5 seed Maumelle, the host team, against your Atkins Red Devils, the 8 seed. Winner gets Lamar tomorrow night. And the Red Devils down by 5, and T did a much better job on the defensive board that period.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
just couldn't get the shots to fall.
We had great looks at it, too. And if we can make some free throws here in the fourth quarter, we can dig away on this lead.
So Red Devils open up with possession here in the fourth. Mars up top with it. Gets it over to Jaden Martin. Jaden now to Zaires. Back over to Mars. They flip it over to Jaden. He's got a wide open 3 from the wing. It's no good, but he follows his shot and goes back up. Oh, and the follow-up is no good. Red Devils still fighting, and Mars comes out with it. Mars to Clemens. They get it to Jaden. Jaden McDaniel. Back up top. Mars lets the 3 fly. It's off the back of the rim, but Clemens comes away with it, and his follow-up is no good. McDaniel gets the offensive board, and it's going to be jump ball to the Falcons. Man, you cannot argue with the effort right there. Just could not get it to fall.
I'd like to see Caden get that board right there and go right back up with it. Don't pull it down. You're 6'2".
Oh, they break the press, but they lose it. And Jungbluth recovers, and it'll stay with the Falcons. He had a breakaway layup, and I think he saw that. So here's Carter Davis setting it. They left Garrison wide open as nobody covered him on the blocks. It's 37-30. Here comes Jaden Martin quickly down to Cheek. Cheek's shot is blocked. Martin's follow-up is no good, but he draws the foul. So Jaden Martin will be at the line with 6:45 left in the contest. T, here's what you talked about. Free throws are going to help keep you in this quarter. First one is no good. He'll get one more. Jaden's second is good. Gets 1 out of 2 right there. And it's a 6-point lead for the Falcons. And here comes the backside again, and nobody's there. And Michael Buss loses it, though. And here comes Mars with it. Clemens back over to Mars with it. Mars. In the corner now, Jaden. Back up top to Mars, over to Clemens. Clemens gets in the free throw line. And there's a charge right there on Zaire Clemens. 6:11 left. And that's Clemens' second foul.
16 foul, so we'll be bonus both ways now, Shane.
Here's a press by the Red Devils. There's a steal. Caden Martin goes up, and he missed. McDaniel goes up and missed the layup, and there's a foul. Tell you got to use the backboard right there. 6:03. Boy, that's going to cut that thing to 4. Instead, Bert Garrison's going to be at the free throw line. And it's no good. And we're going to have a foul on Corrigan, and we'll come back down the other end.
So they just gave us a break right there, Shane. We got to capitalize here, get those 2 points back.
So Jaden Martin is at the line, and that's Corrigan's third foul. 6:02 left in the game. Jaden's first free throw is good. Jaden will have one more as he cuts it to 5. Second one is good. Hit them both. And it is now a 4-point lead for the Falcons. Here's the press by the Red Devils. And there's a steal by McDaniel. McDaniel needs help. Gets it to Cheek. Cheek back out to McDaniel. McDaniel drives. Gets it to Zaire. Goes up. And there's a foul. Boy, that's a lot of close passing there. It makes me nervous. That's going to put Zaire Clemens at the line, and that's the second foul on Bert Garrison. First foul on Bert Garrison, I'm sorry. So Zaire Clemens at the line. First free throw is no good. Still has a chance to cut it to a one-possession game right here. Next is in and out, no good, and the ball hits the floor, and finally the Falcons grab it. Garrison, still a 4-point lead for the Falcons. And here's Garrison trying to get to the wing. He's cut off by Mars. He needs help, gets it down to Corrigan. Corrigan to Jungbluth. His shot is no good. Carter Cheek loses the rebound, and it comes to Garrison. And there's going to be a timeout by the Falcons with 5:21 left here in the game. And it is Falcons 37, Red Devils 33. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on All right, Red Devil fans, we are back here. 5:21 left in the game. It is Maumelle 37, Red Devils 33. And it will be Falcons ball on their end. Both teams are in the bonus now for the rest of the game. Carter Davis now setting the offense, and there's a steal by Clemens. Clemens all the way down. Layup is no good. And Jaden Martin is hustling, and wow, we just can't get a break as Michael Bus comes out with it. And there's a foul on Clemens. And that's going to put Burt Garrison at the line. That's the third foul on Clemens.
We've got to finish.
Garrison's free throw is good.
We should have the lead now, Shane.
Well, this one is not going to be labeled turnovers. This one's going to be labeled missed opportunities if we don't come out of this one. So it's 39-33 now. Falcons up by 6.
Still have plenty of time, though, Shane. We got
Plenty
4.5
of time.
minutes left.
But need a bucket. Here's backdoor. Clemens shot is no good, but he draws the foul on Corrigan. Now let's go to the free throw line and step up and hit 2 free throws.
Can we be like Katie Keister at Mayflower? Get some ice. Ice in the veins.
4:32 left here in the game. Zaire's first is good. That's 11 on the night for Zaire. Zaire's next one is good. Gets them both right there. And it's 39-35. Back to a 4-point deficit for the Red Devils. 4.5 left in the game. Falcons break the press. They get it to Garrison. Garrison, nobody picked him up. Goes right down the lane. His layup's no good. It's tipped around. It's still tipped around. And Carter Cheek comes out with it.
You got to catch that. It hit you right in the hands. It's not a hot potato. We don't have to get rid of it as soon as we touch it.
Turnover by the Red Devils there, and it's going to keep it with the Falcons. And there is, almost a steal as McDaniel went for it, but it's going to stay with the Falcons. Here's Michael Bus, gets it down to Ferguson. His jump hook is no good. That goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Falcons. So they will inbounds as they're getting opportunity after opportunity to keep it on their end. They get it into Michael Bust, and Michael Bust is going to be fouled. So 3:50 left in the game. Red Devils trail by 4, and that's the third on Carter Cheek.
Well, at this point in the game, fouls don't matter.
Michael Bust's first free throw is good. It's his third point on the night. He'll get one more, and it is good. Hits them both. Back to a 6-point lead for the Falcons. And there's a steal. Actually, just a turnover. Mars just lost it. Corrigan. Ferguson drives, baseline, cut off by Clemens, back up top. Garrison now. Garrison to Davis. Carter cut off at the free throw line. As the shot clock is down to 4. 3. Davis lets it fly. That's the kind of night it is here tonight. Missed opportunities, and they get it down underneath the cheek, and he will draw the foul and go to the line. Team missed opportunities, and your point guard for the Falcons throws up a Hail Mary. .252 left in the game. Carter Cheek at the line. First free throw is no good. And Coach Mack wants a timeout with 2:52 left. Red Devils trail by 9. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on ARD Sports Network and 90. All right, Red Devil fans back here at Maumelle with 2:52 left here in the ball game. Red Devils trail by 9. I mean, we've had it cut to 4 here in this final quarter. Missed several opportunities down here on this end, free throws, inside buckets, and then the point guard, Carter Davis for Maumelle, throws up about a 30-foot prayer at the end of the shot clock, and it puts this thing up to 9.
Shane, I'd say we're 2 for 10 on free throw shooting this quarter. 2 for 10.
So this Carter Cheek will be at the line for his second free throw. And he gets it to fall. It's an 8-point lead for the Falcons. Red Devils with the press. They're trying to jump them. And they get it across. Falcons get it quickly down to Ferguson. And Jaden Martin saves it. He steals it and saves it to Cheek. Nice hustle by Jaden. We need buckets now. And Mars lets it fly. 3 is no good. And here's Carter Davis with it. And Carter's going to be fouled by Zaire. Tell you, boy, we kind of want to think that we rushed that last shot right there at the time.
Think?
Yeah. Nobody was back for an offensive board attempt.
We just want to get rid of it as fast as we can. We want to shoot it because everybody else is getting good looks, and we're not getting to shoot it.
So Carter Davis hits the free throw. I mean, at this point in the game, when you're trailing, 7, 8, 9 points, you got to have quality possessions. And he gets them both, and it's a 10-point lead now for the Falcons. And Mars gets across the timeline with 2:15 left. Zaire spins out, gives it to Mars. Mars now to Jaden. Jaden back over to Mars. Back to Jaden up top. Jaden gets in the lane. Down to Cheek. Up top, Mars 3 at the top is good. Blake Mars with the 3, cuts it to 7 with 1:51 left here. And we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball on 99.3 The E. All right, Red Devil fans back here in Maumelle. 1:51 left here in the opening night of district tournament action. Red Devils trail 46-39. as Blake Mars just hit a three and cut it to 7. So here we're going to apply the press tee. And both teams in the double bonus. Garrison running the baseline, gets it into Michael Bust. Back to Garrison, and Garrison's going to be fouled. And I don't know if I don't know. Michael Bust has not been in the action much. Garrison's shot the ball pretty decent here tonight.
And that's Zaire's 5th foul, Shane.
So Zaire Clemens will foul out at the 147 mark, and he will foul out with 12 points tonight. Good game by Zaire Clemens here tonight. Garrison's free throw is good. 47-39, minute 47 left here in the game. Second one by Garrison is no good, but rebounded. It's going to be Red Devil balls that goes off Corrigan.
We ain't got time to walk, Shane. We got to go.
We got to go. And Mars dribbling around up top. Kicks it over to Cobb. Cobb gets in the lane, and layup is no good. And we're going to have a jump ball called. It's going to stay with the Red Devils. Minute 26 left. Got to get a shot up quick. Need possessions. And we're going to have timeout by Coach McAnulty with 1:26 left in the game. Red Devils trail by 8. You're listening and watching Red Devil basketball on Okay, Red Devil fans, we're back here in Maumelle with 1:26 left in the game, and the Red Devils trail by 8, 47-39. Winner moves on to tomorrow night to take on Lamar. Loser is going to end their season tonight. Once again, want to remind you the senior girls will be in action Wednesday night at 7 in the semifinals. That will be their first action. They will take on the winner of Dover and CAC. And you can listen on 99.3 The Eagle and watch it on the ARD Sports Network. Red Devils inbounds, and it was a lazy pass, and it's stolen by the Falcons. And Garrison, Mars has to foul Garrison with 1:21 left. And Bert Garrison will be at the line. His free throw is no good. So Garrison will have one more as Mars goes out of the game with 4 fouls as being Kemp checks in. Garrison misses both of them, and Jaden Martin comes in and ties it up, and it's going to stay with the Falcons. Garrison will inbounds underneath the goal, gets it into Carter Davis. Red Devils trail by 8. Need a foul as they're able to kill a lot of clock here. And Corrigan has it, and we're down to 8 seconds. And Ferguson's baseline jumper is no good. Rebounded by Jaden Martin. Got to hurry. Needs shots up quick. Martin gets in. Down to Cheek, has it underneath. Gets it to Seth Cobb. Shot is no good. And boy, Michael Bust hit the floor hard right there. Heard that head thump.
I felt the vibrations over here.
Michael Buss gets up. Little shaking there. Going to head over to the sideline, and Eubanks comes in for him with 34 seconds left, and the Red Devils will be inbound and underneath their goal. Here's Cobb with it. Gets it to Jaden. Jaden. Jumper at the free throw line is no good. And it's going to be Falcons ball with 25 seconds left. And Davis quickly, he's stolen by McDaniel, 17 seconds left. Here's Jaden Martin. Three in the corner is good. Jaden Martin with the three. It's 47-42, and that's going to be the final here tonight as the Red Devil season will come to an end. 47-42, and they will fall to the Falcons, and the Falcons will go on in their tournament and play Lamar tomorrow night. And T, we're saying goodbye to four seniors: Caden McDaniel, Ben Kemp, Seth Cobb, and Carter Chief.
Great season. Tough way to end it. We had our opportunities.
We did here tonight. And T, our ARD Sports Network player of the game, we're going to go with Zaire Clemens tonight, as he finished with 12 points on the night. So he will be our ARD Sports Network player of the game. And that's going to do it here for night one in the district tournament. We'll be back Wednesday night at 7 o'clock on 99.3 The Eagle and the ARD Sports Network, as the Atkins Lady Red Devils will take on the winner of Dover and CAC Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. All right, fans. We want to appreciate